I can pretty much guarantee catching one on that cast right there. Dang, son. Holy cow. Giant, an absolute giant. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Over the last decade, I've caught fish in every corner of North America. From California to Mexico, Florida to New York, and all the way up to Canada, documenting it all on video for you guys.
Yes, I got it!
But as a video creator and instructor, I've generally left out one of the most important and the largest demographics in the world of fishing, and that is the bank beater, the pond prowler, the shore master.
Yeah!
In this series, I'm making it my goal to fish more bodies of water than I ever have before, but this time, from the bank. My name's Tyler, and this is 100 Ponds. Well, what's going on, folks, and welcome back to 100 Ponds. My goal in this series is to help you guys become better pond anglers as I fish 100 of these things for bass, trying to catch fish in every single one. We are over 3/4 of the way through this challenge. Kind of sad I don't want it to end, but the good news is we don't have to think about that today. We are here at an awesome pond. Actually, we may fish 2 ponds in today's video, and that is pond number 77. Now, the conditions we have for today's pond, as you can tell, it is a, I don't know, 1 to 2 acre size pond, not too bad. Water clarity looks like, I mean, I've got my polarized sunglasses on and I still can't see that great in the water, but it's also really, really cloudy today. So it's cloudy and windy, makes visibility a little bit harder, but I think we have about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 foot visibility. The one thing I don't like immediately about this pond is that I see a whole bunch of snot grass. This is the nasty slime, kind of Nickelodeon looking slime that you have on ponds, and it doesn't make fishing easy. But one thing that I can almost guarantee when I have this kind of stuff and it's in the spawn, post-spawn summer or fall, is that this lure right here, the topwater frog, is probably going to play a factor. And as far as the season goes, we are in the post-spawn here in Texas. I don't believe in a pond this size you'd see any more fish spawning. It's possible, but I doubt it. And so because of that and the windy conditions of today's adventure, I'm going to be fishing a lot of reaction baits and moving baits. And so I've either got to cast a frog up in and around this shallow snot grass, or I've got to keep my lures that are fast moving and probably not weedless out away from the snot grass. And my frog of choice today is the brand new mock popping frog. I almost always go with a popping frog just in general because I like popping better than regular, but especially for days like today when the fish probably need that little bit of extra noise and commotion to find this thing. I like you popping over a regular. You can still walk it just fine. It just has a little extra noise. Although I take back what I said about there not being any fish on beds, I'm pretty sure I see one right here, because I noticed a white spot down there and I thought there's no way that's actually a bed considering how late in the year it is, but I see a fish, I think, sitting right there on it. The only problem is I only rigged up moving baits today, so a frog, vibrating jig, and a little swim bait with a little blade on the bottom. But I think I can still catch him on this, maybe. Oh gosh, he ate it. He ate it first cast. Holy cow. Oh, dang it, my blade ripped off. All right, well, I guess now I have a Texas straight swim bait. Where did you go? Eat it. Feel the thump. Wait for the thump. Wait for the thump. Got it. Got it. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it in here. Bring it in. Oh my gosh. That was quick. Holy cow. First of all, it is rare that you find a bedfish this late in the year. And second of all, it's rare that you catch it. I could have caught it on the first cast if I hadn't missed it. Caught it on the second cast, and that is a beautiful fish. Look at the markings on its bottom fins. Just a 2-pounder, but dang, that is awesome. And I'm gonna keep my eyes glued on the water, because if there's one bedfish, it's possible there's more. And I'm gonna hold this guy out of the water for just 1 second while I see if there's a female in the area, because oftentimes the female is kind of hidden, but I'm not really seeing her. So I'm gonna let you go, buddy. Thanks for playing. That was awesome. Heck yeah. Pond 77, success. I'm gonna walk for a second. I wanna find more beds. Like, here's a white spot right here, but I don't see any fish. Oh my gosh. There's one right there. There's a fish on this bed as well. Holy cow. This one's not nearly as committed though, but it's there. All right, well, just like in previous 100 Ponds episodes recently, we're gonna keep bed fishing honest, because it still might be a player. All right, that fish I think is post-spawn, because I saw a bluegill come in the bed real quick and the fish chased it off. So either protecting eggs or protecting fry. But I really think that fish is catchable, so I'm gonna rig up something different for that bass on that bed right there. Not sure what yet, but we'll figure it out. Gonna grab the Evolution tackle bag here, see what we got. I'm thinking a Texas rigged craw. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking, well, no, the bottom's too mucky for my favorite spot remover jig head. So yeah, we're just gonna go Texas rigged craw. And a ton of you guys have been asking where to get these hook holders right here that say 3/0 that hold my wide gap hooks. These actually only come on the VMC Red Line hook packages. So if you buy a pack of hooks, really all of them I think come with this little keeper here, and it's got a nice piece of this looks like aluminum that holds the hooks on and tells you what size you're throwing. I'm partnered with VMC Hooks. They're an awesome company, and yeah, the hook keeper you can't buy separately. So if you want the keeper, you got to get some hooks, which is not a bad trade. And as always, I will have the exact hook that I'm using linked in the video description. And as much as I'd like to throw white on the bed, I don't think I really need to, because the water's super clear and I know this fish is chasing off bluegill. So this is the right color and size of what the fish is worried about right now. Mock craw, baby. I think I'm gonna have to use the old trusty flip it in there and back away, letting that fish get comfortable technique. And I talked about this in my bed fishing masterclass that I will have linked in the video description that I just released recently. But oftentimes a fish will not be comfortable with your lure in the bed. As soon as it hits the water, they'll spook out of there. But if you let it sit in there, back away, wait a minute, come back, oftentimes that fish is now positioned right on top of your bait. You move it and it's all of a sudden like, what the heck's that? Which makes it a whole lot easier to catch that fish. So I've let it sit in there. Is the fish there? I'm gonna hop it. The cloud cover I can hardly see, so I've got to get a little closer. And you know what? Maybe the fish can't see me as well either. Oh yeah, the fish is looking right at it. Okay, this guy is chasing out bluegill almost every 1 to 2 minutes, but he's not even paying attention to my craw. Even though it's the same color, same size, I think he wants something moving and that looks more like a bluegill. So I'm gonna keep trying, but I really think I've got the wrong lure for this fish. Yeah, this fish could not care less about my craw. I'm gonna find maybe a fluke. I think all that I've got is the mock schooler. I have them in an old Kitech bag. The small mock schooler. Problem is, I don't have the right hook size for this bait, because I don't think a 3/0 would work. Well, barely. But sometimes it doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to be what the fish want. And maybe he wants a little bluegill. Not too bad. Definitely oversized hook. Man, he is not interested in anything. Like, I need a bluegill swim bait. Do I have one? I can't believe it. I have no bluegill swim bait. Back to the craw for just a second more. All right, I'm giving up on this fish. He's in the mood to eat a bluegill and nothing else. So my craws, my flukes, whatever I throw are of no interest to him. And you know what? That's okay, because every bed fish is different. In that one, his difference is he's not meant to be caught. So let's move back to the frog. I think what I'm gonna do, because I really feel like these fish are either on beds or they're way out there in the middle. And so, not that the frog couldn't get bit, I'll probably catch one on it, but I don't really feel like lugging the camera around in my bag as I walk this thing. So if I find a bed fish, I'll bring this camera with me. But as of now, this camera turning off, and now we're gonna grab ourselves our 3 rods and go on a little trek. I knew I had one. Oh, not even a bass. Look at that. Beautiful though, whatever this is. Bluegill. That right there is a classic Texas gill. Beautiful red tips of the fins, got some yellow, got some turquoise to him. If it's not a bluegill, it's a red ear or whatever, I don't even know. Would you look at that though, the mock craw catches them all. Pokemon style. Ouch, ouch, gosh. Dang, dude, this tree is a lot more pokey than I thought it would be. Holy cow. I'm just gonna cast the craw out here into the corner. Looks kind of juicy. Gosh, I had one. I had one right as it hit the water. There's one. Oh my goodness. Nice one. Nice one. Just working the weightless craw over an area that, as you can see on the drone shot, let's go, has some sandier areas. And so I just assumed there might be some beds kind of spread all around that corner. And I don't know if this guy was on a bed or not, but he ate the weightless craw. Thank you, my friend, for doing business. We'll see you later. And again, I'm beating a dead horse here, but I would not have seen that area without my sunglasses. And for years, I've worked with Amphibia Eye Gear. They make awesome polarized sunglasses that actually float. I would throw them in the water, but it's kind of mucky down there. Don't really want to get them dirty. And they are crucial to my success in this entire series. So our backlashes. Here's another one. 2 casts in a row with the craw. Is this bigger? This one feels bigger. Nope, not bigger. Just a nice one. Let's go. 2 in a row in the corner, baby. I don't know if it's the craw or the fact that it's weightless. Come on now. Oh, beautiful. That fish, though, honestly looks like some kind of different genetics, because that is a healthier fish. Beautiful. Thank you, my friend. I was big dummy and forgot my entire bag of mock craws over there. So hopefully I can keep limping around on this one with 1 claw left. Oh, dang it. Oh, 3 casts in a row, and he stole my whole claw. Gosh darn it. I'm so dumb. Like, Tyler, at least bring your bag of soft plastics with you. Good news is we have a thunder cricket that I feel could get a fish in this corner. Yep, I think the time of the weightless soft plastic is upon us, at least here at the ponds where I live in Texas. Because we got snot grass and shallow water, and those two things together really only give you one option as to what you can throw, at least past the morning when the topwater bite's good. And that's the other pond right there. We may fish this one today, or we may save it for another day. Ugh, dang it! No! Oh, I wasn't even looking. I was looking down here for beds, and I just heard the explosion, set the hook, and I had him for a second. Like, I pinned him. So usually when that happens, yeah, I'm gonna cast back there, but I don't think I'm gonna catch that fish again. Man. Dang it, that was like a 5-pounder. Why are they not eating this thing right? And I see now that that fish I just missed right there was sitting on a sandy spot, and so was the one that I missed right back there, and all the fish that I caught in the corner. So these fish, whether they are on beds or not on beds, they don't seem to be like in the super snotty areas. They want to be on the sandy, hard bottom areas, which is just a huge tip I want to give you guys. If you can find hard bottom in a pond or a lake that doesn't have much hard, clean bottom, you're going to find more fish, and that's what I'm seeing today. And now that I don't have any more weightless soft plastics, I have to go all the way back to the bag just to get one. I am face palming myself off camera. Now, there's probably going to be quite a lot of broken recording, if that's a verb, over quite a few of the next 100 Ponds episodes, unless I do some traveling and fish some different places, because it is weightless soft plastic season. And if that's the case, dun 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 dun, 6-inch Ocho. It is hard to beat the 6-inch Strike King Ocho, rigged, Texas rigged. It just catches fish, small ones, big ones, brown ones, green ones. Although actually, I don't know if I've caught a smallmouth on a 6-inch Ocho, but I've caught them on a 5-inch. And the best thing to do is just to let it sink out there all the way to the bottom, lift it up, let it sink back down, give it 4 or 5 seconds, lift it up, let it sink back down. That's really traditional bass fishing. I get comments and messages all the time of people saying that they're like 5, 6, 7 trips in with no bass. If you throw this setup right here and fish it exactly like I'm doing it, you're gonna catch fish, I promise. Or there's just no bass in your body of water, because this soft plastic right here in some kind of natural color, green pumpkin gold, watermelon candy, watermelon red, if fished correctly, will catch some dang bass. I promise. You know what though? Maybe all the fish are stacked in that corner. Maybe not, but maybe. I'm gonna go check. There's one. Oh gosh, dang it. There was one in the corner by the clock in the hall. Well, I guess I caught all the fish that were stacked in that corner. Ooh, pond 78. That'd be wild if I caught one. I'm honestly shocked that I haven't caught one on the 6-inch Ocho. I mean, it's only been, 30 minutes of trying, but these fish don't seem to be just out in the open. They're on very predictable spots. They're on the sand, they're on the beds. I guess I caught them on the edge, or I got bites on the edge on a frog, but there's a whole bank over there that I can't even access because there's a little creek there and a creek there that are both fenced off. And so a few more minutes of dragging this thing around and we're gonna call it. There's one. Gosh, dang it. Must have been a bluegill. Didn't even have to like reel up to feel if that was a bite, because it was running with it. My line was taken off. So could that have been a bass? Yes, but judging by what I've caught on the weightless craw earlier, probably one of those big bluegill. There, my line just jumped. There's one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Oh my gosh, dang it. I have 12-pound line on this thing because it had a swim bait and I didn't need to set the hook very hard, but now that I have to set the hook on a 3-aught wide gap, I think 12 might be a little bit too flimsy or stretchy, whatever. But I proved that is casting out there in the open, there are a few fish that bite the soft plastic stick bait. And I had a weird hook set. If I was down here, I think, and set the hook farther that way, could have got a little better. And also, I think this rod, yeah, 6'10" medium. This is the wrong combo. I need a 7-foot medium heavy. Oh well, counts for half a fish. Last cast. No, not last cast, second to last cast. My last cast is gonna be way over here. My last cast is gonna be way down that bank right there, parallel with all the snot grass sticking out. I don't know if I even made a frog cast that way, so this is pretty much the only untouched cast I've made since the beginning. And it was filled with snot grass. That doesn't count. And while I finish my last cast here, I want to say thank you to you guys for watching all the videos, especially this series. This year's been really good for my YouTube channel. A lot of growth, a lot of views, and I committed to making 3 videos a week at the beginning of the spring. I knew it was going to be challenging, but by hiring Taylor, I knew it was possible. And so you guys have shown you enjoy the content, and so that means a whole lot to me. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, I guess YouTube is probably still serving you up the content, but if you subscribe, you're going to see a whole lot more of it. Never miss a single video. What a pleasure it is to make videos for you guys and hang out with you on YouTube. I love the fact this is my full-time job. So blessed. And I'm gonna be honest, I cheated a little bit. I went and fished that pond up there for just a second with the frog. Doesn't count as the next pond in the series, and the reasoning why I'm not gonna go back there is because it looks just eerily similar to this one. But something not so similar happened, and I finally caught one on the frog. Check it out. I can pretty much guarantee catching one on that cast right there. Dang, son. Holy cow. Giant, an absolute giant. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Holy smokes. Holy cow. God. Okay, I did not think it was going to be that big. Whoa. Whoa. Get in here. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Well, I guess I was right, and I am promising you guys, no movie magic here. That was the first time I had said that line because I knew how good of a spot that was. An open area underneath an overhanging tree where the snot grass here hadn't had a chance to build up. Little bit of wind, 5-pounder, oh my gosh. And he's got that mock frog down the hatch. Ooh, it wasn't coming off either, let's go. Thank you, my friend, for playing and proving my point. And this frog is now available at Tackle Warehouse. That was nuts. I don't know about y'all, but I've never called my shot quite like that before, especially on that size fish, but it was just the perfect spot for a bass to be, and I'm glad I caught him on the new mock frog. So that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you wanna see my last 100 ponds video, I will leave it up here in the corner, and my next one, I'll put over here in this corner. As always, it's a pleasure, and we'll see you guys next time right here on 100 Ponds.